Oh,
Yeah, where'd it go?
yeah, I'm growing the beard back.
Dude,
You had like an epic beard.
Yeah, that thing was impressive.
Did you cut it for a woman? Why'd you take it off?
For this. For
You
this.
took it off for this
dedication.
podcast?
This is the
For
For
dedication.
this,
freaking Movember.
Yes, he's a
That's the
dedication.
whole deal.
that's
But you're
gonna
I
be
not supposed
bought
to
in.
shave.
that's gonna be the promo for this video. Why'd you cut it off? For this.
For
For
this.
this. Dun, dun, dun.
I mean,
This.
what are we doing over here?
Best podcast.
Dare
Did
you.
y'all get the memo? Sheesh.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to This is the Best Podcast 9th Annual Mustache Symposium. I'll be your keynote speaker, Nikki Bromo. We got a great panel of speakers today that span all over Bakersfield. They are world-renowned and Bakersfield-renowned. And today they're going to be discussing best mustache. Now I need everybody to put their mustache combs down and pay attention. Our first speaker is the inventor of lip luggage. We've all seen his late night infomercials with Eric Estrada. Let's hear it for Jack Nose Neighbor. Next, discussing all things Tom Selleck, Dan Face Furniture, and finally, leading us all in an arts and crafts seminar where she will show us how to render mustache wax out of a pine cone, Amanda Whiskers. It's going to really be a great seminar because this is the best podcast. This is the best podcast. This is the best podcast, a podcast where we discuss all things that are the best.
That was cute.
Welcome, my fellow whiskered co-hosts, Jack, Dan, Amanda. How you guys doing?
Well, I am very upset, to tell you the truth.
Tell
right
me.
now, because we've been outstashed by Amanda, and we're the ones with more testosterone, or so we've been told that we could grow some mustaches. But in this paltry few weeks that we've been trying, Amanda has outdone us magnificently.
I shaved this morning. This is what I was able to manage to grow in several hours. Okay, so I tried my best.
Well, you weren't playing by the rules, Nick. You're supposed to be just growing it consecutively, day after day.
Amanda, I love that mustache. How does it feel? How does it feel to have the whiskers?
It's a nice like facial accessory. I'll give you that. Super uncomfortable. I'm drinking through a straw because the two don't mix. I honestly would hate having to do this all the time. But look how cool that looks, and it's got a little glitter.
It is
cool.
cool.
We will discuss certain mustaches, I'm sure, in this episode where you like some mustaches require a straw, others do not.
That's interesting. I didn't.
It's true.
Yours definitely does, though.
I've been trying to convince Jack to put glitter in his mustache for years, and he's just like, yeah, it's in the mail. The glitter's in the mail.
I don't do fads.
Uh-huh.
There, I can say none of my
you
picks
say
have
that
glitter.
a little more old timey. I don't do fads.
I don't do no
you
fads.
whippersnappers with your glitter.
I don't do them mashed potatoes and fads.
That's too bad.
But this is an impressive array of mustaches we got today, guys. Well done. Round of applause to this symposium.
There you go. Stash it up.
Yeah. This is
Is there
like
a stash clap we can do?
Oh yeah,
you can.
You got the magic glitter.
The stash clap. We might have just come up with a new internet fad, the stash clap.
I did try for a bit of time to grow my stash out when I had a beard, right? I've never done it just to stash. But with the beard and growing out the stash like long and trying to learn how to do the old wax twistiness, that is an art form. The people that pull that off are exquisitely detailed and patient to figure out how to do it and get it done consistently. Big applause to all those out there that kind of do that old school waxed mustache, because I couldn't get it, man.
Amanda, a serious question to you. if you were dating a guy with a mustache and he one day just decided to start curling it like that, like he's in a barbershop quartet, would you be able to be like, okay, this is what we're doing now, or you say no?
It's so sexy. It's so attractive. The
Wow.
curlier, the better. My partner does that or did that for a long time. And then I put the Betty Page bang on, and we just look like we belong together.
Mhm.
But whenever I see the curled up tips, I don't know if it's like the old timiness, like you said, barber quartet, or like the villain side of things. But this is like a mustache bad boy, and I love it.
Yeah.
I think it is. I think it's the villain thing. I think you hit on it right there. That was that's
Mm-hmm.
It's the
the
very snidely whiplash thing. Yeah.
Love it. Yeah, pull it out.
Maybe this is why my villainy has never really reached global stakes, because I've never really grown the mustache out to really accentuate
do it.
everything. It's all regional. My villainy is regional.
You know, you just take like eyelash extensions and add them to
I'm
the
gonna.
sides of your mustache, bring them up.
That's gonna
Oh,
be the next hair themed episode. Best extensions, best use of
Ooh,
extensions.
yeah, stash
I'm
hack
for
right
that
there.
one too.
Hmm. All right, guys. In honor of November or Movember, we are doing best mustache. I'm pretty pumped about this episode. It's
Do you
a
know what Movember is?
no.
Okay.
What?
Do you know even why it's called Movember?
Does it have to deal with,
Listen,
I know, no shave November? Did it get morphed into this word instead?
yeah.
So, Jack,
Okay.
do you want to take a stab, or you want to you want to allow me to?
Well, I think your link kind of says it all, but yeah, it's about men's health. And I think I think at one point it was testicular cancer, but it's men's health in general. And I think every year they pick a aspect of men's health to focus on. Because I think we had a link up on our site for mental health, men's mental health, you know?
Yeah, yeah, and we should throw the
Yeah, we'll
link
just throw the
up,
link up.
imagery for here while we're talking about it. Yeah, I think that's one of the key ones they were talking about, men's mental health, because I think in their literature, they say that every minute on this planet, a dude offs himself. And I'm like, whoa, that's kind of crazy. Of course, there's probably all sorts of crazy fucking suicide statistics as well. But this month, for Movember, we're focusing on that. And why Movember? I learned that the Aussies slang for a mustache is a mo.
Oh,
Oh,
really?
Yeah,
I
because I
wish I
Tell
always
me
thought it was
Mo.
like,
I wish I knew that ahead of time. I
why
would have
isn't
asked
it
some of my Aussie
Movember
buds.
with a U? Movember. It's
November.
Movember.
Movember.
But yeah, we've done a terrible job raising money so far. So if you're tuning into this, it's never too late to give. We've raised $0
Well, they don't need to
thus
know that, Dan.
far, but don't count us out yet.
That's right. We still got more time. All right, let's dive into this bad boy. I'm just gonna dive right in. I'll take the lead on this one. I don't know what your guys' parameters were for best mustache. I did not specifically go with volume of mustache. What I was looking for was when the mustache and the man meet, and then the two parts become greater than the one. And it's because of that. The first person I honestly thought of when I thought of a mustache. Now, Dan knows this. I am not a sportsman, despite what our viewers may think. But
They
there's a
don't
few.
think that. They don't. They don't.
Nobody thinks that. Okay, good. Okay, good. But I do know there's a few things about sports that do pop up in my head, and when I think about just the quintessential coach with the glasses and the whistle, chewing aggressively, chewing gum, and of course the mustache. I'm thinking of the great Mike Ditka.
Okay.
What a legendary coach, legendary mustache. You see this guy, it is a package deal. He is like become the quintessential coach look to me. And it's that mustache that crystallizes the whole thing. I love Mike Ditka. Great
I
guy.
almost have his glasses too.
Yes, Dan's got the Ditka glasses. Yeah.
It's inner Ditka.
You just need to start chewing gum much more aggressively, and you need a whistle, and you need to say "the Bears."
The Bears.
Bears.
The Bears. Bears.
That is a great pick. He was in my honorable mentions, to tell you the truth.
Really?
Yeah.
I love it when I can
He
cut off
jumped right
Dan
in
at the
there. He jumped
pass.
right in there.
There you go.
There are just some other types that kind of edged him out, as it were, and not in the pornographic sense.
Thank you.
Well, you know.
Yeah, that's my first pick. Jack, you take it away.
All right, deputy. Well,
You are milking the cowboy thing this whole episode, aren't you?
there is only one true stash, but we're gonna get to that later. But you
I'm gonna
can't.
take it.
What?
I'm gonna take it.
I know you are, because that's what I have the plans. Tom Selleck, ladies and gentlemen, come on, give it up for Tommy Gunn. I mean, Magnum PI, Runaways with Gene Simmons, a best favorite. Kiss Phenom Gene Simmons was a villain in a Tom Selleck movie, but you guys didn't know that.
He was the best part of that.
Well, yeah, I very well knew that.
Yeah.
Okay,
He was
I'll
the
bet
best part of that movie.
What are we
And
even talking about?
And those Legos robots.
Those
When you said
terrible robotic spiders that could barely
Gene
move
Simmons.
around.
Mm.
I immediately thought of the workout guy Simmons.
Richard
Simmons.
Yeah, and I
He
was
never
thinking,
had a
I've never
mustache.
seen him with the mustache. Exactly.
Well,
Gene Simmons
right.
got it.
yeah, but I mean, and also Friends. I mean, he rocked it consistently. He kept the look. He's all, I am never not going to have a mustache.
Can I add more?
Hold on, and it cost him the role of Indiana Jones, because he was up for Indiana Jones, but then
Really?
Spielberg says, yeah, the stash doesn't work. So guess what, Harrison? You
So
got
happy we kept the stash.
Yeah, he's always kept it, and you know, that's genius. So
He has, and I will scour the interwebs for this, so that Nick can work his magic and edit in some shots of Mr. Selleck without a mustache. But
It's
also
not, it's
Blue
scrubbed.
Bloods.
Magic.
Blue Bloods. I think he's still
AI.
acting, and he's still got a freaking mustache.
My parents watched that show.
But yeah, because it's on CBS, right? So
Yep.
But also Quigley Down Under. His mustache gets a little more style treatment there to fit into the old timiness, and it's wonderful in that movie.
Yeah.
Was I the only one that thought he was too old for Monica in Friends?
That's the whole point of the show, dude.
Really?
Girls like older men sometimes. It happens.
In the show, he was like her pediatrician. And like
that pediatrician is for children.
Yeah, he saw her.
Yeah,
this is a point in the show where he was her doctor when she was a kid, and she's like, she had a big crush on him because he was like the older doctor, and then she started dating him.
Mustache.
Yeah, and then I'm like, this feels odd to me.
Mustaches transcend time and space.
Mm-hmm.
He was the youngish doctor when she was a child. Now
Keep telling yourself
old.
that, dude. He was old as
dirt. She's all grown up now, so it's okay.
Nick.
Can I add something to the Tom Selleck?
Yes, ma'am.
So I did rate the mustaches on like thickness, fullness, length, all of that. And one thing I noted is, you're right, his mustache has never changed. But also, he has this fullness from, I think what makes it unique, from the very tip of his nose all the way to the lip. That whole thing is filled up with thick hair. I bet it would be shitty to kiss.
The fullness is a good point, because like, see this point right here and right here? This didn't fill in until I hit 30.
Wait, you're over 30?
Yeah, sure. 26.
There we go.
Yeah. But yeah, it's not always easy to fill these stashes in.
So by a show of hands, who also had Tom Selleck on their list? I just got to know.
I purposely kept him off the list. I knew you guys were going to have him on there.
I mean, I'm going to show this real quick. He's on the list.
He's on the list.
But I wasn't going to pick him in the top 3 because
I'm going to pause that later and read it. Yeah, he wasn't in my top 3 either.
Exactly right. So there you go.
Excellent pick.
Great pick. Amanda, you take us off. What's your first pick?
Okay. So another iconic mustache, very similar to like, just to piggyback off of Nick said, like it's like when the man meets the mustache, Hulk Hogan.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
The Hulkster
Yeah.
always one of the most strange. I mean, it's an aggressive mustache, but yeah, he's held on to that bad boy.
It's like it's iconic, and I actually looked it up. It's called a horseshoe mustache. That's the name for the mustache, and it's like an instant iconic thing. So when someone wears like a bandana and the Hulk mustache, they
Yeah.
automatically know which character they're portraying.
Oh yeah.
And it was kind of bizarre because it was like bleach white blonde, right? Never like a darker mustache. And we don't have too many like full, not gray, but like lighter colored mustaches.
See, that always confused. Like, was that? Did he dye it like that, or did he just have like that
He
blonde?
must have. I don't think. I mean,
That's
Brooke
not
Hogan is
natural.
really, really blonde. So
Yeah.
maybe it is natural, but they definitely like if you look at it, it's platinum. I don't think too many people are born platinum unless you're like albino.
Only Hulk Hogan and Cisco. Those were the only two with that level of platinum.
Oh yes, the
Man, I
Cisco is
wish
very
Cisco had a
natural.
mustache.
Very natural.
Yeah, I just think it's so recognizable from all over the world, probably. And
Oh,
no
for
one's
sure.
really attempted to replicate it, I don't think. And if they did, it definitely wasn't platinum.
No, it's true. It's true.
Yeah.
No, you kind of have to be his size to pull that mustache off. Bleached.
I could probably do it. But it'd be
It is,
pink in the ends.
it is impressive that he kept it going from the 80s on. Like
What
he never stopped having that must till the day he died. Like
so
this will be my
is
look.
the hair my question is the hair long and instead of going up he styles it down? Or is it actually growing here?
It connects. It
It's
connects.
growing
So it's like
there.
part of a goatee and he just takes this part off?
Yes. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
And then he makes it long. Ooh.
He had the wall. It was like the walrus tusks, basically.
Walrus does. Yeah. Yeah. Interesting.
It was like
So
that. What was that? The father son duo. They did the freaking Choppers. What was
Oh.
that show called?
American Choppers, Paul.
American Chopper.
Tuttle sucks.
Yeah, the dad had he kind of had that horseshoe
right.
thing
Yeah, he did.
going on.
Good
what's the difference
callback,
between
Dan.
the horseshoe and the handlebar? Is this a handlebar?
That's a
Upright,
handlebar,
like
I believe.
That's like the barbershop quartet, or that's like the Mario, I'd call it.
We'll have a
it's
stash.
me, Mario. So what's the
The
handlebar though?
handlebar and the horseshoe
goes-
is very very similar.
Right.
I think it's the same thing because the handlebar. The handlebar went to here. The guy from American Choppers, his like went down to here. That level
Yeah,
of
he had the
like
weird neck stuff
walrus
going on.
tusk.
So is that growing on there or is that long?
No, it's still growing
on
all the way.
there.
That would be weird. That would be a weird look if it's just hanging and he like styles it back.
Well, sometimes, oh, okay. I haven't seen them, so I get what you're saying. It's like connected to the neck. Man, that's the ultimate neck beard, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's like the Fu Manchu or how it was. I don't know if it's still called that or whatever. That's where you're growing it freaking long.
Mm-hmm.
It starts on the ends, right?
And it just hangs down. It's not growing
Yes.
necessarily from there.
What is the point of a Fu Manchu? Fu Manchu?
Why not?
What's the point of any mustache,
I
really?
feel like you would braid it.
The ladies love it. That's the point of it.
Exactly.
They don't. Women do not like that because you can like see the spaces in between.
That's Neil Patrick
I
Harris.
mean, would they like to do that? It shows you we got nothing to hide. We're almost totally see through.
Nothing left to the imagination.
You can see through my mustache. You can look into my soul. It's all
You could
good.
like and blow it back.
Dan, what do you got for your first pick?
Well, we will
Rock you.
rock you.
Oh,
Freddie
nice.
Mercury.
Damn it.
That
was
dude,
mine.
that mustache. When I guess we're going on this theme. When the mustache and the man meet, and never shall they separate again. Once
He
he did
shaved
that,
his mustache.
his mustache is when we're talking about mass, right? Like his is thick and unwavering.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it's a secret to some of his vocals. I don't know. Have we researched that at all?
Well, you
I think I heard somewhere that he wanted to get dental work done, but he refused to do it because he thought that would affect his vocals.
I'm sure it would have. I'm sure it would have.
Yeah.
Same as shaving that stash, because much like the famous Samson after cutting his hair lost all of his strength. I think Freddie Mercury loses all of his ability if he shaved that fucking thing.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry for the swear words, those of you in foreign countries that aren't used to such language. Um, but yeah, to open my trio, I think Freddie Mercury is damn solid. When you hear that name, you see a mustache, and you hear wonderful music.
So you think that because Hogan was big enough to have the big mustache, Mercury had the good enough voice to carry the mustache? Like you have to have a big personality to have a successful mustache career.
100%. Look at.
I agree with that. Yeah.
I mean, obviously Hulk Hogan was a great example of that. I mean,
Yeah.
you've
But
got
Freddie
to
Mercury,
have
yeah.
you got to have the charisma.
It's a kind of magic.
It is a kind of magic. You got to have the showmanship to be able to pull that off.
Yep.
It's funny because I also rated Freddie Mercury's like stash. And like with Hulk Hogan, he's kind of big and wily and out of control, and the mustache replicates that. But then Freddie Mercury's, it's like a medium thickness. It's very short. It's very contained. It's precise and very similar to like how he dressed and carried himself. So it's funny you say like the mustache and the man because I totally see that with him. It was always like at the tip, like the corner of his lips. It never passed,
Mm-hmm.
right? It didn't touch the nose and it hovered right over the lip. So it was still like nice and clean. So like it was non-offensive for your partner, but it was enough because if you see him without a mustache, he looks so much more feminine.
Oh, really? I don't even.
Well, with his eyeliner and stuff, and then the
Oh.
mustache, it's like, man. And without, you're like, oh, he's so pretty.
Mm-hmm.
What's really wild about a lot of these mustaches, which we will mention even going forward, but the ones we already have. I've played with my facial hair like throughout my life, right? Trying new looks, trying to, what's
Yep.
cool, what do I like? These guys we're mentioning so far, it seems like they just nailed it. It's just, I got it.
Yeah,
Let's just
it's
stick
locked
with it.
in. We're never changing it.
No need to mess around. Just satisfied, and that's what I admire that a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Can I ask you guys a question?
Please.
Okay, how old were you when you first got like a real mustache coming in?
No. So I couldn't tell you the exact date when I got a real mustache. I remember how my facial hair started to grow, and it was in high school. And I got a little couple of straggles right here. I got the neck beard right here, and then slowly they started to connect, and then the mustache came, and then the goatee, and then finally it started to connect. So it all came in like this amorphous blob. I'd say probably by 23 is when I would say it all kind of came together.
At birth.
Yeah, wait.
Jack was born with that hat and the star and the mustache.
Your poor mama.
Yeah, I don't know when it first started, but I knew like after like by the time I graduated high school, I was already like, oh, Lane Staley has an incredibly long goatee. Let me try to grow that. And I was
Was I there for that? What
I
you
was
had?
I was I was
What
getting
was
there.
your first one? Was it a goatee? Of like a full goatee, or was it that? Just this?
No, it was the goatee at first, and then I started growing out long. I started dyeing it various colors.
So I remember that.
And then I
But I
grew
don't.
it long enough where I could put the beads because we went to the bead store all the time.
Yeah,
I
I
wasn't
remember.
braiding it yet, but I would put like skull beads and shit in there, and I would be delivering pizzas and scaring
Did
children.
the
Hell
girls
yeah.
like the beads?
I didn't have any game back then. I didn't even talk to girls.
Do you think maybe the beads kind of made girls not interested?
No, because it was the height of grunge and everything.
It's
And I was
90s, man.
walking
It was
around in
in.
combat boots and freaking long hair and shit. Like I totally looked the part. And probably there were ladies out there that were like, this guy, but not that guy because he's not confident at all, and he's not comfortable in his own skin and all those things. So,
But you're
None of
free to
us
do your
were.
own style, which is kind of rad.
I was doing it.
The crazy thing is, if I walked out like this, I don't think any single person would give me the time of day.
Yeah, I think you might be surprised. That
Yeah, you'd be
mustache is legit.
surprised. Do that and just kind of like wink at somebody, even just smile. There. Well, okay, not that aggressively.
No, I
Just-
like that
just-
aggression. That's great.
That I would be dubious if a lady in a mustache did that. Like, hey,
like
Want to
in the
rub
line at the post
mustaches
office.
together?
Like in the line at the post office.
yeah,
As
Guess
a
what
former
I'm
mailman, that
shipping?
might work actually.
yeah. So anyway,
Professional letter carrier, sorry, not mailman.
that's hilarious. All right, that's our first round. Moving on to round 2. Okay, my number 2. This one was actually a last minute add-on, and I thought about it. And going into my thing of when the man and the mustache meet and they come together. This is not a giant mustache; it's actually a pencil-thin mustache, but it suits him. I'm going with John Waters, the movie director.
Oh.
Another
wow.
man that adopted a mustache in like 82 and then just held on to it to this very day. And that mustache actually that takes a lot of effort to really kind of shave it to that perfectly
Yeah.
pencil thin look. It's a weird look. Few people can pull it off. It's basically John Waters and anybody that used to drink absinthe back in the 1930s.
Hmm.
And that's it.
Do you think that he really like took the effort to make it like that, or it only grew in that way?
No, it couldn't grow that way. He would have to make it like that.
He would
Ooh, what are
be
you drinking out of?
he
What?
would be studied forever if
Holy crap, Jack, what is that? I just
That
yeah.
was freaking
Too
good. It's
good.
absinthe. Quick,
Yeah.
change your mustache.
he's drinking from a test tube, everybody.
Jack is literally drinking the plutonium out of the DeLorean. My God.
It has like a DNA spiral in it. It's super
Yeah.
cool.
It's a Danish. They're the snakes of life.
It's a flux
Mm.
capacitor is what it is.
He
Sounds
does
better
look
in
like the
Danish.
flex.
Yeah,
The flex capacitor.
so much for the glassware. What's in it?
Yeah.
Go, Smarty.
None of this has anything to do with the mustaches or
Yeah.
John.
No.
I'm sorry, I got derailed. Whatever.
Anyway, that's my number 2, John Waters. Jack, what do you got next, kid?
I got, as you have said like many times this podcast, the quintessential cowboy, Kurt Russell, Wyatt Earp, and Tombstone.
There it is. There it is.
If Stash could kill. And it's a good thickness too. I mean, I agree. It's about thickness and size, but it's the thick, and he's got like just the right amount of handlebar. Yeah, can't go wrong. I mean, there's not much to say without gushing on in my Brad Pitt days when I had a man crush. But yeah, I got a man crush on Kurt Russell too, as you probably can tell.
So much in that movie. Kurt Russell's
That's
mustache
right.
in that movie looks like you took a bull's horns and then you put them on his face. That's the precision of it. And his mustache looked like it was always just washed. Like it was
Yeah.
so clean and pristine and shiny and glistening.
Yeah. And I believe it was real.
Oh,
I think
yeah,
the only person that didn't have a real mustache in Tombstone was
better not say Val Kilmer. Don't take that.
no, of course Val Kilmer. Come on, dude.
Okay.
I think it was Johnny Ringo, or not Johnny Ringo. There was one of the cowboy guys. Powers Booth. Sorry, Powers Booth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was his real name? Powers?
No, is some I can't remember what
His
real.
real name
No,
is just
that is
Power,
his real
singular.
name. That is the actor's name is Powers Booth.
That's a cool name.
The
I heard his real
character
name-
name we can't think of because
Yeah,
why think of a character name when your real name is Powers?
he's a cowboy.
Booth?
Yeah,
I heard
That
his
is
real
a
name was
cowboy name.
I heard his real name was actually Power Booth, and he added the S.
I hit the S. He went the
What
opposite
the
of
hell's a
faithful.
power booth?
Power Booth.
He was the Power Booth.
Okay.
Powers Booth.
That's that movie could be. There's a lot of great damn mustaches in that freaking movie.
Mm-hmm.
Which leads to my next pick if we're ready.
Go for it.
Let's
Skin
do
that
it.
wagon and go to work.
Sam Elliott,
Oh yeah.
also in Tombstone. I
Sure.
have him written down as Roadhouse. He's also in The Big Lebowski.
Roadhouse.
He has like the iconic cowboy mustache, in my opinion. If you have to like describe it. I feel like it's super thick, it's super full, and it actually covers the lip all the way. And I think that's another level of commitment because I've seen guys with long mustaches and they tend to like eat them, like they get into the food. And so for him to have like this like straight brush down full lip coverage, nose to lip, and then be like hovering over the edge, I feel like that takes a certain amount of dedication to the look.
All right, Dan, what's your
Mhm.
your second pick?
Okay, my second pick. None other than he appeared in Playgirl.
What?
His hairy chest and his mustache. He drives cars fast. I'm talking about Burt Reynolds.
Oh, yeah.
Smokey
Turd
and the
Ferguson.
Bandit. And his comeback, P.T. Anderson's Boogie Nights, after a period away from cinema. Although after that period away, still the mustache. His iconic mustache. He had quite a run back in the late 70s, early 80s. As many big hits as Bing Crosby. They share a certain record over 6 years. But I found it funny because I have seen him in things without a mustache. Like, for instance, the movie Deliverance, right?
Yeah.
If you haven't see it. It's crazy. But then I read this bit where he was in a Twilight Zone episode.
Which
Burt
one?
Reynolds was in a Twilight episode, Twilight Zone episode called The Bard. And apparently it was kind of like satirizing TV, in which like there's a screenwriter that makes a deal with the devil or something, or the ghost of William Shakespeare or something. Apparently it's a very terrible episode, by the way. But an unmustached Burt Reynolds is in that episode.
Maybe that's what happened.
Burt Reynolds tells the story that he was cornered at a Hollywood party after that episode aired by Marlon Brando.
Ooh.
And Marlon Brando was like, "Fuck you, kid. You're just you look enough like me that you're cashing in on it. So F you, man."
Oh, I
And
could
so
see Burt Reynolds looking like a young
was
Marlon.
like, "Fuck it, I'm growing a mustache."
It's a disguise from Marlon Brando.
To get Marlon Brando off of his back. And I thought that was freaking hilarious.
That's interesting.
Hilarious. Burt Reynolds was up for the part in The Godfather that James Caan got, but Burt Reynolds claimed that Marlon Brando was the reason he did not get the role in The Godfather, because Marlon Brando still hated him all those years later.
That's a great pick. Turd Ferguson. Love him. Amanda, wait. Did we all go for?
We all went.
All
Back
right.
to you.
Round 3. My final pick. I'm just gonna go kind of no particular person. I'll put the Marlboro Man. Always solid mustache, very Sam Elliott-esque, and just a good solid stash. Makes you want to smoke a cigarette.
It probably always smells like smoke. It's probably stained yellow. Ooh.
Yeah. Well, no, you just comb out the yellow with your mustache comb.
Lick it, comb it.
The Marlboro Man.
It's cool. It's cool.
Smoking cigarettes will make you grow that, right?
Actually, I think drinking coffee makes you. Back in the old country, that's the thing. If you drink coffee as a kid, it'll make you grow a mustache.
Did you guys ever hear that growing up about coffee will put hair on your chest?
That was probably a Macedonian
No.
thing.
That was everything.
That's what my dad used to tell me.
Yep. There it is.
Stayed away from it.
I heard eating oatmeal would put hair on your chest.
Oh, really? I didn't know about that.
My dad told me
none of it is true. Okay,
no.
None of it is true.
Have you been to the Quaker Oats factory? Have you seen those?
Have you seen those Quakers? They got epic mustache.
Shout out to Wilford Brimley. He's got a good stash.
Yeah.
But he ain't my number 3. Guess who my number 3 is?
Let's hear it.
You're never gonna guess, and I don't think there's gonna be any crossover.
The
do we get a second to guess?
The Quaker.
Go ahead.
Frida Kahlo.
Oh
Hey,
yeah.
that's a
Oh,
unibrow.
dang.
New
She
Also,
episode.
she also had a
Oh, she
stash.
had this too. She
Yeah, she
had
did.
this too a little bit.
I'm gonna say,
respect the law, son.
Captain Barbosa. He had a good Fu Manchu.
Nope.
Yeah.
Amanda,
Split
you
pink.
got any guess?
You said respect the law, so I'm expecting it to be a cowboy.
No, actually he is not.
This is Blade.
No, but he's on my OII, but
Okay.
What
outside
is
looking in.
OII?
Only
Outside
fans
looking,
fans.
outside, inside, that's what I call it, outside looking in.
No,
It
outside
should be
Oh,
looking in,
okay.
or
OLI, but I say
OLI.
OII.
Oh, I, not to be
Oh,
confused
I.
with oh, hi. No, I don't know. Who is it?
It is none other than Bradley the Rooster Cooper from Top Gun 2.
Oh, okay.
Miles Teller and his daddy, Goose, because birds of a feather flock together. Goose and Rooster both rocking the stachio.
I remember watching Top Gun 2, and it's so funny because
Can we
you
call
say
it
his name was
Maverick, please? Can we?
yeah,
No, it's Top Gun 2. Back
Top Gun
from
Maverick. But I remember watching that movie, and they all had fairly cool nicknames. And I was thinking about Dan in that movie actually, because he told me that story of his friends in the Air
Oh
Force.
yes, yes.
They all have ridiculous like fly names. It's like Xena and
oh,
Windex and
Well, so yes, so that's the thing. For audience members that haven't heard that story, we'll just shoot it out there real quick. Call signs when you're a freaking Navy pilot are a big deal. Everyone wants a cool call sign.
oh
You
yeah.
don't give yourself a call sign. Your
right.
squadron gives it to you. When my buddy John, when his squadron found out that he was dating or engaged to his future wife, who was also a Navy pilot, and her call sign was Xena,
Sorry, I had to.
his squadron said, "Well, your call sign, John, is Gabby."
Oh,
Wait, that was his call
Oh,
sign?
And
I
I thought
love
you
the
were gonna
look.
say Hercules.
he
I
was
love the
very
look at
upset.
Amanda's face. Like, oh, that's unfortunate.
He was very upset, and he called up my brother, and he's like, "Man, the worst thing that could ever happen to
Oh, I
me has
never knew
happened to
this.
me.
You know, Gabby's not that bad.
I
I
got
would
my
have been more
call
bad if they went
sign,
with
and it's
Gabrielle.
Gabby." And my brother said,
He's a
"John,
top.
you can't let it get to you. You got to lean in.
Yeah.
You got to order yourself a freaking Gabby T-shirt. You got to show up to your freaking first flight briefing, and you got to be rocking that T-shirt. You have to take the power away from them
It's
no.
true. You got to
and
lean
own
even
into
it."
then,
it.
And he
you're
did.
teasing. I don't
He
get
did.
it.
He did, and it never was a thing after that. Then there
In-
was no teasing. He was just known as Gabby, and everyone loved him.
Because I just got to tell you, it's in naval regulations, it has to be like, you can't go farther from here. And it's got to be trimmed. So they're very proper. So you see a lot of naval aviators actually have a
Mhm.
trimmed up stash, but you can't be like this. I'd be thrown out.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, we know
Goose
John
had a
Wise.
very
John
PE
John
teacher
has
mustache.
the mustache. The guy we were just talking about, Gabby.
Yeah.
Gabby has a mustache.
Yeah.
Always has had a
All
mustache.
right, that's a great pick.
Yep.
Amanda, you next?
Yeah, I am next. So, I have it on a different page of notes, so I'm just gonna go off of what I remember. So, sorry guys. In honor of Wicked for Good coming out, I
Boy.
have to pick the Mustache Man from the Emerald Gates. That he is in the first Wizard of Oz, he's in the new Wicked, and he's gonna be back again. And he's a guy with that bright ginger
Yes.
mustache.
Yeah.
It comes all the way up, and then it spiral curls, and it matches his hair. And he's the guy that is in charge of opening the gates. And if that isn't a mustache that demands respect, I don't know what is. I'm just saying.
Is he the guy that says nobody's gonna see the wizard? Not no way, not no how.
Correct. And in the
Okay.
original Wizard of Oz, which is what, like 50, 45,
That's what
something?
that's what I was implying from the original one. I never saw Wicked.
Wicked's actually really good. So in the original, he's also the
Wicked.
wizard, but he's the wizard without the mustache, which is so funny because all you do is slap on that mustache and he's a completely different person.
Jeff.
Okay, so let's finish
Let's
this
move
off
on.
with my fourth. Also a football player, Nick. They're my third. Also a football player that played for the Bears.
The Bears.
That predated your Mike Ditka.
Man.
I'm talking about former linebacker for the Bears, Dick Butkus.
Wow,
His
that's a
name
real
is
name.
Dick Butkus.
Dick Butkus. Butkus. Butkus.
We should have an
Sports-
episode of greatest sports names.
Absolutely. So this guy, the Chicago Bears, back in that era, known for their defense, known for their
Known for their
hard-hitting
Known for their
ferociousness. And so this guy set the bar. He set the bar and still kind of holds like the gold standard, like what you want from a linebacker. It's funny. I knew him more what he did post career because he was in the announcer's booth, but he was an actor. You know, he was one of those athletes back then that could move from NFL player to actor. And
I
he
thought you were
got
gonna
some
say
roles. He
I thought
got
you were gonna
some
say-
roles, but he was always kind of a parody of himself,
I
right?
thought you were gonna say he sold Dick Butkus grills along with the George
I didn't
Foreman grill.
really take him seriously as a football player, but when you start reading other players talk about him in that era, you're like, okay, this was a mean son of a bitch. And always back in those days, man, mid 60s through the 70s, dude, men wore that stash, man. They wore that stash.
Prevalent.
But so to hear multiple quarterbacks used to complain back in those days that underneath the pile, they would claim that Dick Butkus found a way to bite them.
What?
They got face masks on, man. How is he biting you, dude?
That's
I
my
don't get it.
favorite sentence of the night.
That's not a bite.
I
That was a
don't
pitch.
get it. Butkus out there biting fools.
Terrible.
The
The big-
Bears. That's my final pick. I do have several outside looking in. I think you all probably do.
Let's hear some outside looking in. Throw them out there.
Well, I would quick thing. I was in a video store today, and I was looking around
Today.
just
What's
today.
a video store? Like a Blockbuster?
No, like an old mom and pop video store that sells like candies, cowboy hats, and videos.
Is that where you got this?
No. I got this at the Renfair. Dan can attest to that.
Absolutely. Great fit.
But there is no person that has a mustache in contemporary cinema, as far as the leading man goes.
You mean like a real mustache, not like for the movie?
But back in the day, it's nobody. Clark Gable and Errol Flynn, like those two guys, leading men. Those were mustaches.
They had great mustaches
Pure
too.
and simple. They had those. Like everybody had to have one. But now, not happening. And then my last one, Wesley Snipes from Blade. Yes, Wesley Snipes.
That was a good.
He's the coolest dude ever. Fights good, looks good, mustache good. Check.
Those guys you just mentioned, Clark Gable, Errol Flynn, they were on my outside looking in also just because they inspired the look of Brad Pitt in Inglourious Bastards, his mustache in
Oh, that's a fantastic
yeah.
movie.
They
The
inspired
mustache.
countless generations because they made mustaches cool and like the Hollywood leading man, you didn't know what they did on their private life. So it's like they were just cool on the screen and they were always cool. So of course everybody wanted to be like them.
Mm-hmm.
Jared Leto and Billy Crudup played this person that I was gonna put on the list. He was a Oregon track star back in the day, setting records for the mile. Prefontaine. 2 movies came out almost simultaneously about this guy. Because, Hollywood does that every once in a while. They're like, that's a great script over there. They're making that. Let's try to get ours out first. And so they race. So Prefontaine has 2 movies about him out there. They're both actually pretty good. Alex Trebek. How about him?
Yeah, that's a good one.
Mustache. He's pretty iconic.
What is cool mustache?
I didn't know Geraldo Rivera, man.
That's a look. Yep, that's a mustache.
That's a look, but I couldn't like. He's out there. He could be in the top 3. I couldn't have
I know
him.
the name, but can you remind me of something that he's in?
So he is like an investigative. I mean, that's how he came up through the
Oh,
70s and 80s. His
he had a talk show, no?
He did have a
Yeah.
talk show, but he
Yeah,
also
okay.
had that whole Al Capone's
Capone's Vault.
Vault special. It was like a 2-hour special where they're gonna open up Al Capone's vault.
Mm.
And there was all this hype, and then they opened it and there was nothing in there.
Oh.
Wah, wah, wah. Terrible.
Story of life.
Amanda, any honorable mentions?
Yes. So I didn't know where we were drawing the lines on like fictional or live actors. So I picked one that's in both categories. Captain Hook.
Oh.
The Dustin Hoffman Hook?
Yeah, but also the cartoon. He has like a very like as far as cartoons go for mustaches, he has a fantastic mustache.
Ah.
You're
Right?
right.
And then they brought it into life with the Hook one, and his little eyebrows match it, which is kind of a nice little touch. It's also extra evil with the curl at the eyebrow.
Mhm.
So yes, Dustin Hoffman / the cartoon character. And then I have to throw Yosemite Sam out there.
Yeah. Yosemite Sam is basically a mustache with legs. Like, there's no face
It's
there.
his whole body, and when he talks, it has like full mobility. You're right. It moves, it has a personality of its own. It seems like it weighs 20 pounds,
Yeah, yeah.
which
It's
is quite the
basically
mustache.
if you took Cousin It and gave him a gun, that's what Yosemite Sam is.
Yeah, it's like the mustache is Yosemite Sam's other weapon. And then finally, whenever I think mustache and I realized tonight I have a type, it's Snidely Whiplash. Do you guys know who that is?
Oh yeah.
That's
Yes.
from Rocky Bullwinkle. No.
Yeah.
From
I'll
Rocky
tie
and
you.
Bullwinkle.
I will
He's
tie
the
you to the
first
railroad
mustache I
tracks.
think of. Yeah. Like ultra villainous, conniving, bad guy, literally like pulls it to think about like evil plans.
Right.
Yeah, he's the one that I think of when I think of mustaches. It's like the pure ultimate villain that comes to mind.
Amanda, you have a type with mustaches. You like the Snidely
Love it.
Whiplash, curly, like yes. I'll tie you
He
to the
bought into
railroad
the Hollywood
tracks.
villain.
What is it?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it's because it takes a lot of effort and it's also so unique. Like I've seen guys that do this with wax and you'll see them just like twisting it and like getting it perfect. And that's like women that like do our eyelashes or like we pump
That's
up
what I
our
was just
hair.
about to say. Does it have anything to do with you're like, okay, that's proof that a man is putting in work like we put on work to look good for
Oh,
you motherfuckers.
interesting.
You're actually doing this shit and you can respect it.
I see. That's
I
interesting.
I always tell people like when I do a Betty Bang, I can't half-ass it, otherwise I will look a crackhead, right? It's flat, it's short, my eyebrows are showing, and I'm like, blah. But if you do a Betty Bang, you have to do the curl, you have to do the cat eyes, you have to do the lip pop. It's like when you have a curled mustache, I actually don't know what it looks like when it's not. What does it do when it's not up?
It does this.
That's
It does the
The
Zoidberg.
Barbosa?
It does the Dr.
It
Zoidberg.
does, which by the way, none of us mentioned it in our outside looking in. If everyone's done, I'm not sure, but Mark Twain's mustache should have been curled, but that
Yes.
Oh,
motherfucker, he did not do anything about it. He just kind of let it
he's too
just
busy
go.
riding and looking down.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm.
And a really fun thing about the mustache, you reveal the identity.
Oh,
Oh,
he's
You
done with
guys,
it.
Dun dun dun.
I
You look like an
apologize
entirely
for
different person.
right? I apologize for how much I've played with this. This was so uncomfortable, and I now have a newfound respect for men that choose facial hair because oh my god, was it in my nose? It was in my lip. It was in my drink. It's
Yeah.
kind of heavy.
You're
Yeah.
welcome. You're welcome.
If you would just be able to wear that though, for an entire month,
You
you
still,
would you
no.
would
Hey,
you would
that
begin
works.
to love it.
This is
Oh,
this
is
is
that?
the
Did
top
you put it on
seller.
upside down?
I did.
See, that looks cool too.
Man,
Yeah.
that kind of works actually. You can start your
Again,
own
I've never
Instagram
felt
page
so
just with you.
Italian.
You can start your own Instagram page just with a series of mustaches. It would work. It would
and
pick up
only
steam.
I
fans,
think you could
man.
actually pull it off. I think you could.
Does this
All right.
match my octopus?
I
Oh no,
like
it's
it.
away.
So what do you got worst?
Well, all
Anybody
right,
got
we did
worst?
our OnlyFans looking in. What do we got for worst?
Roger Waters.
Oh,
Okay.
Sorry, dude.
I love
Oh,
Roger
man,
Waters, but you're
you
not
just-
wrong.
Shots fired,
No,
gentlemen.
no. His
No, no, no.
films, him, everything but that mustache. Mustache, I can do without.
I'm doing Salvador Dali.
Really?
Yeah, it's a stupid mustache. And he looks like he would be insufferable to hang out with in everyday life.
What about you, Jack?
Who's the guy that plays Captain America?
Chris Evans?
Awful. Facial hair is awful on him.
When did he have facial hair?
Yeah.
When not in a movie, because that's what he wants to be, like manly and grow it out. But
Oh
honestly,
wait,
it's awful on him.
does he have facial hair when he plays that villain? What is that movie called? The Gray Man or something?
Knives Out?
He has a very tiny, tiny face. It's not meant for hair in the middle.
I don't think I've ever seen him with facial hair. I gotta check this out.
Yeah, Google it. It's not good. It's like a light colored.
I think he's got a mustache in that movie where he plays a
If
villain.
you took the sides off your mustache, Nick, it looks like that.
Mm. Okay, yeah, that looks bad.
But on a squishy face.
Okay.
I don't know.
Anybody else?
No worst because all stashes are created equal.
No, that's not true.
They're beautiful in their own
I
way.
do not.
That's
I
right.
cannot co-sign that either.
All right, guys, what are you bringing to the Thunderdome?
They're all so good.
I'm bringing Mike Ditka.
I'm bringing Rooster.
Rooster. Caw-caw.
Bringing Burt Reynolds.
I'll bring Hulk
Herb
Hogan.
Ferguson.
All right.
Amanda, who you bringing?
Hulk Hogan.
Hulkster. All right. Oh, yeah, brother. All right.
Good brother.
Bring it. You guys got your Die of Destiny?
Show your die to the camera. I'm going blue this time. I lost last time with the bone white.
Okay. Let's mix up the order a little bit. Dan, you roll first. You were rolling for who again?
Burt Reynolds. That is a fucking 6.
6 for Bert. I'll go second. I'm rolling for Mike Ditka. Here we go, Mike. 2. All right, Amanda.
Wait, can I change it?
All right, change it.
I'm going for the Emerald Man.
Emerald Man.
The mustache man from Emerald City. A 9.
9. Jack.
Oh, the current leader.
Melissa?
The current leader at 9. These are
Dude.
terrible
Michael
rolls.
Cera.
Wait, Jack, you
I'm
rolled
just
Mike
kidding.
there?
Michael.
I'm just kidding. The Rooster, dude. Come
The
on.
Rooster.
Bradley
Caw-caw.
Rooster Bradshaw, Naval Aviator.
Oh,
All
I
right.
can't. Oh,
19.
Oh, with
Man,
authority.
Jack has been tearing it up
again.
lately. The Rooster, the
I think your die is
Aviator,
loaded.
He
is
came to snuff
officially
the Rooster, but he ain't gonna lie.
Gabrielle, the Rooster, will be is officially the best mustache. Oh man, thank you guys for joining me on this wonderful episode of This Is the Best Podcast. Great picks all around, a great conversation as usual. Always a great time chatting with you guys. If you guys like what you've been hearing, like and subscribe, leave us a comment, leave us some likes. If you have any ideas for future episodes, let us know in the comments. If you guys like this topic, let us know. If you guys hated this topic, let us know. That being said, for Jack and Dan and Amanda, my name is Nick, wishing all of you the best. Amanda, your ring is coming.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Keep that in the bloopers.
Yes. This is the Best Podcast, a podcast where we discuss all things that are the best.
That's me silently drumming.
It's so itchy. Sorry.
That needs to be on there.
That's a great outtake. Yeah.